back to my channel. I am the inkednortherner, and today what I am going to do is I'm going to bring you a sort of another homage type video of there's a fellow YouTuber out there called Gemma on Gebs24, and on her channel she goes to her local CEX and tries to purchase as many games as she can for X amount, normally £5, or I think she's done a couple of £10 game challenges. So today I thought, well, I'll go out to my local CEX. It's not a big store, and I'll see how many games I can pick up for the princely sum of £10 and see what quality I can get. I was trying to go for quality over quantity, similar rules to what Gemma's using. I don't want to buy any duplicates, and I also don't want to buy just cheapo sports games. So I've got a few games here, 2 for the PS3 and 3 for the Xbox 360. So yeah, let's see what I've managed to get and whether I actually hit that price of £10 or not. So first up, we have a first-person action shooter in, I think, is a series of games starting on PS2, original Xbox, and I have Conflict Denied Ops. Now, I've not played it, or if I have, I don't remember playing it. It's a sort of, like I say, it's a first-person shooter even. You can play 2-player online or split screen. Whether the online stuff is still going or not, I'm not sure. It's complete in box with manual. There is a broken spindle on the case, so I am going to need a replacement case for this. I didn't realise when I purchased it. It's my own fault. Much the same as the next game probably will be my own fault as well, when I've just noticed something on that. It bulks up my PS3 collection. I'll probably try and get into it, see what it's like when I've got some time. But yeah, it's not a game I know much about, as I say. Next game here I have played. I didn't quite enjoy it. I enjoy where it originates from, the films, and I have Alien Colonial Marine. The game is not very good. It's you can play. I believe you can play as aliens or you can play as marines, similar to Alien vs Predator, where you can play as all three. As I was saying and mentioned, there is a broken case here again. I didn't notice when I picked it up. That is my own fault. It's complete in box with manual, which is good. Disc is in great condition. I'll probably try and put it on again. Try and get some in. So far for PS3, we have 2 games for the sum of £3. So next up is a film tie-in game. I would never normally pick this up, but I think I was watching probably somebody like Metal Jesus or Radical Reggie, and on their channel they were playing it, or they'd picked it up, and there was some gameplay footage of it, and it looked pretty good. I didn't mind the films. It was an interesting take on the films anyway. And we have Star Trek, the newer motion picture game. It's a 2-player co-op action game. You can play as Kirk or Spock. I believe you can play as either. Interact with members of the crew, etc. Again, it looks good. The gameplay footage that I've seen of it makes it look pretty interesting. So I picked it up. It's one of the games that I picked up for the 360 that actually isn't backwards compatible. I'm pretty sure it's not on the list. So I'll probably have to. Well, I will have to boot up my 360 to play it. Let's bring this one out. I've already changed the case out on this because the case that I purchased it with, once again, was absolutely horrendous. As you can see, really broken case. I have a lot of 360 spare cases, so I've already changed it out. And we have 50 Cent Blood on Sand. Now, it's not a game that I've played. I've seen videos of it being played. I've played the 50 Cent game that's on the original Xbox. I didn't quite mind that. It was pretty decent. I don't mind rap music in general. Don't mind a bit of 50 Cent stuff. More into my rock and metal, like, but yeah, it's like a brawler stroke shooter type game, and along the lines of guess GTA would be. But yeah, it's complete in box with manual. Disc is perfectly fine. I, this was £2, pretty sure. Yeah, £2 for 50 Cent Blood on Sand. So before I go on to my next one, we are at we are at £7.50. So the last game in this series needed to come in at £2.50, or I had to find other games that would come in to make up the £2.50. I wanted to get this physically. I played it digitally. I'm pretty sure I got it's part of Games with Gold, but I purchased EA Access just to play this series of games, because we're going back a few years now. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the games. All three of them were excellent, I found. I was hoping that it was a series that would come back. There is a Wii game in this series that I might try and pick up. I think the Wii game's an on-rail shooter, which is something that the Wii does pretty well. The game here is Dead Space, and as you can see, it did come in at the £2.50 mark. Therefore, I have hit the £10 challenge that I was aiming for. Complete in box with manual, which is always excellent. Disc is fine, it will play. As I say, I wanted to get the Dead Space games physically. I'm probably going to try and pick them up for the PS3 as well. Not 100% sure if I own any or not. But yeah, for my £10, I've managed to pick up 5 games, 2 of which are on the list of backwards compatible games. 1 of which isn't, and 2 for the PS3. I'm happy with the whole. I don't think there was much I could have got better, but I'll try and do another one of these at some point in the future. I'm going to try and get one where I can do some intercuts of gameplay footage. It won't be on this one, unfortunately, because I rearranged my office / games room. So I just need to buy a longer HDMI cable to do some of the game capture stuff. But yeah, that's the end of the pickups video. As I say, if you've not seen Gemma's videos, I'll put a link in my description to her channel. Please go and check her out. She makes some really good content. If you would like to subscribe, please subscribe. I am trying to put out as much content as I can at the start. I will then try and get a schedule together so that I get content out regularly for people, but I just wanted to get as much out there as I can so that there's content that people can watch on my channel. Thank you for tuning in, and I have been the Ink Northerner, and I'll catch you on the next one.